Good day sa inyong lahat. Ngayon, ang pag-uusapan natin ay yung application na nung lesson natin last time, kung paano natin i-apply yung rules of debit and credit na napag-aralan natin. So, we go to our presentation. So, nandito na tayo sa panglabing isang aralin, aplikasyon ng debit at credit. Ito yung journal book natin. So, this is what you call journalizing. When you record the transaction in the form of a journal entry in a book called journal. So journal is called the books of original entry. Journal is the book of original entry. Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na book of final entry. Ito yung ledger. Yung ledger, doon na natin itatransfer from the journal yung mga account titles. Kasi dito sa journal, unclassified yan eh. Lahat ng transaction nire-record mo on a day-to-day basis as the event happens. So, habang dumarating yung transaction, record ka ng record. So, at the end of the month, ang gulo ng record mo. Hindi mo ma-analyze yan kung ano nangyari din sa mga assets mo, liabilities mo, at capital mo. Kaya, pag at the end of the day, ilalagay mo naman siya sa ledger. Kasi yung ledger, nandun na yung classification ng transaction. Cash ba yan? Accounts receivable ba yan? Anong asset yan? Anong liabilities yan? Anong capital? Doon na sa ledger makikita yung movement ng asset, liabilities, and capital. Pero sa journal, parang tinatambak mo lang lahat dyan yung mga events or transaction. Tsaka mo na siya ika-classify doon sa ledger. So, meron tayo ditong date. So, ito yung date. Ito yung particulars or account titles. Ito yung posting reference. Ito yung debit. Ito yung credit. Take note na ito ay may pangalan na General Journal at naka-indicate ang page number kasi maraming pages yung journal. So, may page number yan to identify kung saan, para malaman saan nire-record yung mga transaction. So, ito yung format ng ating journal entry. Journal entry ang tawag dito. Meron kang date, meron kang account debited, account credited. So, meron kang amount debited and amount credited. And then you have explanation. After the debit and credit, the explanation, and then one line space. Kailangan tong line space na to para ma-segregate yung transaction from one another. So, ito, isang transaction yan. After isang transaction, ay merong line space. Take note, for every debit, there is an equal corresponding credit. Magka-partner sila palagi. Palaging kapag may debit, may credit. Yun yung tinatawag na double entry system of bookkeeping. So for every debit, there is a corresponding equal amount of credit. So pwedeng dalawang debit, isang credit. Dalawang credit, isang debit. Basta ang total nila pareho. Tinatawag nating single entry. Kapag isang debit, isang credit. Compound entry. Simple entry. Isang debit, isang credit. Compound entry. More than one debit and more than one credit. So, pag-aralan natin yung transaction for a service business. On January 5, 2020, Teresa Corrales invested 25,000 cash in Telemacor Medical Equipment Rental Services. So, ano ang debit natin? Ano yung nadagdagan sa asset? Meron ba? Meron, cash. So, nadagdagan yung asset, debit. Nadagdagan yung capital, credit. So, meron tayong debit na cash at meron tayong credit na capital. Nadagdagan eh. Okay? So, kung di nyo maunawaan itong lesson na to, you go back to lesson number pang-11 na to, no? Pang-10 lesson kasi doon nakadiscuss yung debit and credit rules. Dito, i-apply na natin eh. Meron tayo ditong nadagdagan yung cash natin ng 25,000 debit. Nadagdagan yung investment ni Teresa Corrales, credit. Capital, credit, nadagdagan, credit. So, debit, cash, credit, Teresa Corrales, capital. Tama ba? Okay, debit, cash. Ito yung date. Debit, cash. Credit, capital. Palagi na uunang isulat yung debit. At after ng debit, naka-indent naman yung credit. So, may indentation. Take note of the indentation. And then the explanation. After the explanation, you have one line space para ma-segregate yung susunod na transaction. The next transaction is January 6. Tarima Corp paid 2,000 for initial advertising project. So, nabawasan yung asset. Credit. Nabawasan yung cash eh. Credit. Nagkaroon na expense. Nadagdagan yung expense. Debit yung expense. Nadagdagan. So, debit. Debit ng expense, credit ng cash. 1,000. Tingnan natin kung tama. So, January 6, okay, debit expense or prepaid advertising. Kasi pwedeng consider na prepaid advertising kung advance yung payment. So, merong 2,000 na nadagdag sa expense or prepaid advertising at may credit na cash. Tama yung analysis natin. We go back to the next transaction. So, ito yung explanation. And then the line space. We go to the next transaction. January 10, Tarima Corp bought pens, logbooks, temporary. So, from Rex Supplies Store. So, this is 1,000 worth of supplies. So, supplies asset, nadagdagan, debit. Tapos, account daw, edi accounts payable. Accounts payable, liability, credit, nadagdagan, credit. So, debit, supplies, credit, accounts payable. Record na natin. So, date, debit, supplies, or supplies expense. Pag supplies, asset. Pag supplies expense, pareho lang. So, ang expense, pag nadagdagan, debit. Okay, debit. Accounts payable, pag nadagdagan, credit. So, right here, credit. And then, explanation, line space. Okay, correct. We go back to our list of transaction. Ito naman, January 12. Tarima Corp bought medical equipment for rental services from Medax Medical Equipment Store, giving 10,000 cash and 30,000 accounts payable. So, 40,000 yung cost ng equipment. So, ang binigay lang ay 10,000 na cash. Utang na yung 30,000. Anong nadagdagan? Equipment. So, asset, nadagdagan, debit. Asset na cash, nabawasan, credit. Tapos ito, accounts payable, credit. Nadagdagan, credit. Okay. So, anong entrada natin? So, accounts payable, credit. Itong cash, credit. Itong equipment lang ang debit. So, we have medical equipment, debit 40,000, credit cash 10,000, and credit accounts payable 10,000. 30,000. Tama ba? Ito yung January 12. Equipment, debit, 40,000. Cash, credit, 10,000. Accounts payable, credit, 30,000. Explanation, and then line, space. Correct. We go to the next transaction. August. January 15. So, initial cash revenue of the Rimacor Medical Equipment Rental Services is 3,000. So, nagkaroon siya ng revenue. Revenue, capital. Positive yung sign niya. So, credit. Kapag credit, nag-increase credit. So, rental services is credit. Etong cash niya, tumanggap siya ng cash, asset, nag-increase, debit. Debit yung asset, nag-increase siya, debit pa rin. So, cash, debit. So, we have 3,000 cash debit and 3,000 service revenue credit. So, ito yung answer. January 15, debit cash, 3,000. Credit service revenue, 3,000. Explanation, line space. Okay, we go to the next. January 16, 2020. Ito yung services on account naman, pautang. Hindi nagbayad itong apat na doktor. 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, and 1,000. So, that makes for 11,000. So, nagkaroon ng accounts receivable. Ano ba yung accounts receivable? Asset. Dumami. So, that is debit. Meron kang service revenue. Service revenue mo ay 11,000. Debit. Credit. Credit, nag-increase credit. So, service revenue, credit. Okay. Na entrada natin, debit accounts receivable, total 11,000. Credit sales revenue, 11,000. Tama ba yung sagot dito? Okay. January 16, accounts receivable, dumami, debit. Service revenue, dumami, credit. So, walang explanation. Lagay na lang natin dito, sales, revenue on account. Services on account. Nakalimutan. Wala nang space for the last kasi dulo na siya ng page 2. Take note to, General Journal, page 2 tayo. Dulo na naman siya ng journal. Pwede nang walang space. Katulad dito sa isa, tingnan natin. Ito at least sa isa, may isa pang natira. Ito page 1. Yung kabila, page 2. So, i-identify niyo yung page ng General Journal. So, ito naman yung transactions for a merchandising business. Mababago lang yung yung pareho din yung entrada dito sa initial investment, pareho. Sa advertising projects, pareho. Etong sa supplies, pareho pa rin. Kaya lang, dito sa January 12, instead na equipment ang binili, goods or merchandise yung binili. merchandise yung binili. Hindi ko makita itong nibilit ko. Initial medicines and medical supplies for the drugstore. So, paninda ito, hindi equipment. So, ito kasi ibebenta din. Ito yung kanyang paninda. So, ano ang magiging entrada dyan? Itong initial cash sales, maiiba rin yung title. Kasi sales na yan, hindi na yan revenue from services. The same thing with January 16. Kasi sales on account na yan. So itong tatlo, maiiba yung entrada. Kasi merchandising na siya, iba na yung account titles na gagamitin. Pero take note dun sa investment, pare-pareho lang. Kasi wala naman to sa activity. Ito, nagre-represent na to ng activity. Supplies, kay merchandising yan, or service yan, or manufacturing, meron yan. Pero walang sales ang service revenue. At saka, ang walang merchandise, yung service revenue. Okay. Tingnan natin yun sa recording. O, pare-pareho lang. Katulad kanina, cash, capital. So, pareho lang. Advertising expense, credit cash, pareho lang. Supplies, accounts payable, pareho lang. Ngayon, dito, susunod, pag-record natin ng instead na equipment, ang entry natin is either debit purchases or merchandise inventory. Purchases kapag periodic system, merchandise inventory kapag perpetual inventory system. And then credit cash, credit accounts payable. So pareho lang din ito ng dati. Cash and accounts payable. Ang nabago lang ito. Kasi merchandise na yun eh. Ibebenta na yan. So same line space explanation. Then we have the cash sales. So instead na service revenue, magiging account mo na ay sales. Kahit ano pa yung binenta mo, sales ang tawag dyan. So instead na debit, cash, credit, service revenue, magiging credit, sales na yan. Kung periodic yan, ganyan lang yung entrada, isa lang. Pero kung perpetual yan, meron yan tinatawag na corollary entry. Ibig sabihin, i-record mo rin yung cost of goods sold. So, magkakaroon kang entradang debit cost of goods sold, credit merchandise inventory. Kung ang inentrada mo sa pagbili ay merchandise inventory. That will be discussed on later lessons. Hindi mo na ngayon. So, pero ini-introduce ko na sa inyo. Now we have this January 16. So, meron siyang accounts receivable. Pareho rin yung accounts receivable. Pero this time, hindi na service revenue. Sales uli ang gagamitin na account. So, take note, pagka service business yan, ang account title na gagamitin mo para doon sa income or kita ay revenue account. Service revenue, fees earned, professional fees, yun yung mga revenue accounts na tinatawag. Pero kapag merchandising yan, sales ang account ng revenue or income. At saka, yung binili mo, na ibebenta mo, you either charge it to purchases or merchandise inventory. So, meron tayong tinatawag na special journal at general journal. Yung ginamit natin kanina, general journal yon. Lahat nire-record natin doon. Lahat ng transaction, naka-record lang sa general journal. Kasi konti pa lang yung transaction niya eh. Pero kung may paulit-ulit ng transaction at masyado ng marami, kailangan nang gumamit ng special journal. So, ang special journal for service business, wala naman siyang sales and purchases, kaya meron siyang cash receipts journal and cash disbursement journal. Ito yung mga special journal. Pag marami nang tinatanggap na pera, marami nang lumalabas na pera, kailangan na ng special journal. Now, special journal for merchandising business ay of course, cash receipts journal and cash disbursement. Plus, meron yung sales journal and purchases journal. Yung sales returns and allowances journal at saka purchase returns and allowances journal. Kung heavy talaga yung returns nila, pwedeng magkaroon pa ng special journal na yon. So, wala namang limitasyon sa paggamit ng special journal. Basta kung saan mabigat or maraming transaksyon na kung ilalagay pa sa general journal, masyado nang dadami yung nakalagay sa general journal at paulit-ulit lang naman, pwede na yung ilagay sa special journal. So, there can be as many special journals as there can be, depending on the size of the business and the volume of transaction. Hindi yan limited dyan. These are the common special journals. These are common. Pero marami pang klase ng special journals. Depende sa business. You can create as many special journals as you wish kung saan maraming recurring transaction. So, ito na yung ating i-record na transaction sa special journal. Transactions which cannot be recorded in the special journals will be recorded in the general journal. Ito, ang service business tayo, di ba? Ano ang meron tayo? Cash receipts and cash disbursement. Lahat ng tinanggap na pera, i-record natin sa cash receipts journal. Lahat ng lumabas na pera, cash disbursements journal. Kapag di natin ma-record sa cash receipts or sa cash disbursement, i-record natin sa general journal. So, i-analyze natin ngayon yung mga transaction dito, kung alin ang ilalagay natin sa cash receipt at ilan cash disbursement at sa general journal. So, ito, January 5. Tumanggap ba ng pera? Okay, tumanggap ng pera sa cash receipt dyan. Ito, January 6. Nagbayad ng pera. So, ano yan? Cash disbursement. Lumabas yung pera eh. Pag lumabas ang pera, lalagay natin sa cash disbursement. January 10. Bought on account. Umutang. May pera ba dito? Pinag-uusapan? Wala. Nagka-supplies ka pero nagka-utang ka. Walang lumabas na pera. So, saan natin lalagay yan? Sa general journal. So, itong isa, cash receipt journal. CRJ. Itong isa, cash disbursement journal. CDJ. Itong isa, sa GJ, General Journal. Etong isa, January 12, bought medical equipment for rental services. So, i-record natin itong cash na lumabas sa CDJ. Kasi may lumabas na cash. Okay? Basta may lumabas na cash. May pumasok na cash. CRJ yan or CDJ. Ito. Initial cash revenue. Meron siyang tinanggap na cash. So, dito siya sa CRJ. CRJ. Okay? Etong services natin, wala naman tinanggap na pera. Kaya sa general, walang lumabas, walang pumasok. Okay. Yan ang application natin for our, ayan na yung general journal. Ito na lang yung papasok sa, ano yung tatanggalin natin sa general journal. Itong mga cash, mawawala na yan. Tatanggalin natin yan. Mapupunta yan sa special journal. Ito din, mapupunta yan sa special journal. Ito, may stage na dyan sa ledger. Ito, let me see. Baka ma-empty tayo. Bilisan natin. Itong cash, matatanggal to sa general journal. Nabawasan yung cash. Ito, meron natanggap na cash, matatanggal yan sa general journal. Ito na lang matitira. Tsaka itong isa. So, di dalawa na lang yung natira sa general journal. Konti na lang, hindi na crowded. Madali nang i-analyze. Okay? Ito yung illustration ng cash receipts journal. At saka ito rin yung illustration ng cash disbursement journal. Let me pause for a while para maayos ko lang tong pause mo na. Okay. We back to our recording. Ililipat na natin dito sa cash receipts and cash disbursement. Ito yung cash receipts and cash disbursement journal. So, lalagay natin dito yung date. Dahil hindi na yon okay. Palaging hindi ko makita tong tundok na to eh. Napakaliit kasi. Dito lalagay natin yung date and then yung account. Ano ba yung account? Cash receipts. Kanino natin tinanggap yung pera. So, ang nakikita nyo, debit cash. Naka-debit na kagad yung cash. Naka-credit na kagad yung accounts receivable. Naka-credit na kagad yung revenue, yung discount, and others. Kung hindi siya accounts receivable, hindi siya service revenue, ano siya. So, kasi ang usual transaction naman sa cash is revenue at saka a collection of accounts receivable. Kung nagbibigay ng discount yung business, yon mababawas yun dun sa cash. So, naka-debit din siya as a deduction from the cash. Kasi babawasan mo, kunyari, ang accounts receivable mo, 100, may 10 pisong discount, edi magiging cash mo, 90 na lang. Yung 10 mo, discount. Debit accounts, credit accounts receivable, 100. Debit cash, 90. Debit discount, 10. Ganun natin i-record yan. Makikita nyo na simple na. Hindi na paulit-ulit. Ang makikita isang date. Tapos, ang cash mo naka-debit. Tapos, accounts receivable mo naka-credit. At the end of the month, may total ka dyan. Yung total na lang na yan, ang ilalagay, yan ang magiging itatransfer mo dun sa ledger account. At the end of the month or at the end of the day, kung kailan ka magpo-post dun sa ledger. Pero usually at the end of the day, kasi paulit-ulit yan. At the end of the day, i-record mo yan, total niyan, dun sa ledger. Hindi katulad nung wala kang special journal. Isa-isa from the general journal, lilipat mo sa ledger. Hindi katulad nito, nakatotal na yan at the end of the day, kasi sa bawat araw, maraming bumibili. Yung total na lang niya ang ilalagay mo sa ledger. Yun yung advantage ng paggamit ng special journal. Kasi simplified na yung mga recurring transaction, recurring cash transaction. Ito yung cash disbursement naman, meron kang date. Kasi cheque ang ginagamit mo. pag-disburse under the Impress system, lahat ng collection mo lalagay mo sa bangko. Tapos, i-issuehan mo na lang ng check yung mga expenses mo or payments mo. So, check number, account, sino yung binayaran mo. Debit accounts payable, kasi nagbayad ka. Credit mo yung discount, kung may discount. Others, cash. So, usually, ang cash ay for payment ng accounts payable or purchase of other items. May binili kang supplies. So, dito mo na sa others ilalagay. Kung ano yung others na yan, dito mo na ilagay. Pero primarily, cash is for the payment of accounts payable or purchase of merchandise. Kung merchandising yan, purchase of supplies kung service business yan. So, palibhasa, service business itong pinag-uusapan natin, ang gagamitin lang natin ay accounts payable and others. Doon na sa others ilagay yung supplies and other equipment na binili for cash. So anything that will require outflow of cash will be recorded in the cash disbursement journal. So tandaan nyo, general journal, special journal. Kapag di ma-record sa special journal, ilalagay lang, tsaka pa lang ilalagay sa general journal. So, ang tendency yung general journal, simple na lang yung mga entrada na nandun. Madali na i-transfer sa ledger. Special journals for merchandising business, ayun, pinakita na naman natin kanina diba? Pero ito yung yung account na meron. Na-discuss na natin itong sales, cash receipt and cash disbursement. Pero take note, pagka cash receipts at merchandising yan, meron kang debit na cash, may debit kang sales discount, accounts receivable, credit, at saka sales credit. So, yun yung account na nabago, sales. Ganon din sa disbursement, accounts payable, meron kang purchases, discount. So, meron kang accounts payable and purchases discount. And then, meron ding sales journal ang merchandising business at saka purchase journal. So, same pa rin, date, merong invoice number naman sa sales journal. Tapos, naka-debit na kagad yung accounts receivable at naka-credit yung sales. Ang inilalagay lahat sa sales journal ay lahat ng sales on account, lahat ng pautang. Kaya naka-debit ang accounts receivable at naka-credit ka agad ang sales. Tapos isusulat na lang kung sino yung customer na pinautang. Now, with regards to purchases journal, naka-debit na yung purchases at naka-credit na yung accounts payable. Sino yung mga inutangan? Isusulat na lang yung pangalan ng inutangan. So, yun lang yung pagkakaiba ng special journals for merchandising business and special journals for service business. Kung ano hindi ma-record dito sa special journals ng merchandising business, sa general journal uli ilalagay. So that ends our presentation. We are done with our debit application of debit and credit. I hope na naintindihan nyo yung discussion natin. And if you like this discussion, please share and subscribe kasi marami pang lessons tayo. I shall be discussing also income taxation and partnership and corporation. So kung ABM students kayo or accounting students kayo, it is wise na mag-subscribe kayo kasi yung mga lessons na inihanda ko sa inyo talagang magpapatalino sa inyo when it comes to basics in accounting. Importante yung basic, kaya ito yung pinaghandaan ko talaga. Kasi pag di mo maintindihan yung basic mo, ang hirap ng unawain ng mga advanced subjects. So, like, share, and subscribe kung may natutunan kayo sa video na ito. God bless, keep safe. And school year is already adjusted again. In our school, at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, we have adjusted our school calendar to October 5. So habang wala pang klase, mag-aral na kayo. Para pag nandun na kayo sa actual class nyo, hindi na kayo magka-cramming. Meron na kayong naipon, may pondo na kayo para sa, alam nyo, pagka-lesson na, kulang ang oras for the discussion eh. So mas maganda mag-advance talaga kayo. God bless everyone. Good luck. See you in the outside world in the days to come. God bless.